Here we go.
School's in session.
Silly goose, silly goose.
I'm a silly goose.
Silly goose, you silly goose. Well, what you wait for, you silly goose?
You think when geese is hanging out and they're having a goofy time, they're having a silly human time?
Welcome to the Academy.
Did we already start?
This is gonna be fun.
Silly.
Goose Academy.
Welcome to episode 24 of the Silly Goose Academy. As always, I'm your host, Amanda Ebert.
I'm Tollan, Teyf.
And we appreciate you tuning in, listening in, giving us your patronage. As always, you could find us on Instagram at the Silly Goose Academy with underscores between every word, and on YouTube at the Silly Goose Academy. So, you know, give us a follow, subscribe. If you want to follow Shiba on Instagram, she is at Shiba_the Shiba. And
She's going to get more followers. Oh, she already does.
But
she's going to get more followers than we ever could.
But honestly,
I mean, look at her.
She deserves it. I'm okay with that. She's giving them better content than we are. She's serving looks. Look at her. Look at that. Look back at it. Yeah.
Let us know if you think Shiba should be the official mascot. I mean, she's not a goose per se.
She's a goose.
In essence,
She's
truly
a
is a goose.
Yeah. We can make this little lady a goose. Would you like that? Oh my God. Did you see the blasphemy in the New York Times?
What did the New York Times? What did the New York Times do this time?
They said that California has the best bagels.
Oh my goodness.
In that moment, I want you to zoom in on that face. Like,
don't worry, it will.
Really? California? What? Your water's so pure.
Wait, did you read the article?
You know,
like what are
not as in depthly as I read the headlines and all the kerfuffle that it. But I did do a browse, and honestly, it's not as controversial as the headline. It was obviously clickbait. It was clickbait. So, like, good on you, New York Times. You know how to work the internet.
Triggering, clearly.
Obviously, New York takes so much pride in their bagels, as we should. But basically, the article was like, New York has the best bagels, but this is the best bagel I've ever had in California. But then even, like, they were talking about how other restaurants are like, we don't want to copy, like, the New York style bagel. So they're, like, flatter and crispier. And I'm like, well, then that's not a bagel. That's a piece of toast.
Yeah, you know what?
I want them fluffy. I want them big. I want a lot of dough.
What did they make? What's their style? So there's a California style.
I don't think it's California style, but I saw a snippet that was like, they don't want to exclusively point out on the menu as like a New York style bagel, because they were like, I think that means too many different things to people, and like they're just making bagels how they would make them. But TBH, I don't know if that's how you should be doing it. No. Also, this is not related to that article, but have you heard of St. Louis style bagels?
No.
Where they slice them like, okay, so this is so cute. Focus. I'm sorry. It's so hard to focus when she was eating my fingers.
I can kick her off.
No. Okay.
Can you handle it? I get it. It's a bit much.
So St. Louis style slicing, and it's technically not a style of bagel, but it's when you have a bagel, like a full bagel, it's not cut yet, and then you slice it like a loaf of bread.
You already started laughing. That's how silly it is.
Because she's licking me at ticos. But it's basically slices, and everyone gets like, what, a bagel chip? That's not having a bagel.
That's not a bagel.
Dumb. Also, you're not getting the dough of the bagel because you're getting a sliver of it, and you're cutting it the wrong way. It's dumb. And I will say, if you're doing that, because some bagels, I know some places like do them really big and it's a lot of dough, but what you can do is slice them 3 ways still horizontally so that you have 2 slices of the well, that too, but I'm saying sometimes you know, you pick up bagels from the bagel store and they're like so big, and it's like, this is, I could, you know, get more bang for your buck.
There's more to a bagel than just like its shape. It's
absolutely,
some bagels have no flavor. They're just like bread, basically.
And also, if they don't toast right, if
they don't toast right, they burn.
Yeah.
Wait, too thin? That's not. That's like chips.
Exactly. It's a piece of toast.
Like New York actually has the best bagels, and I'm not just saying that because you know.
But I'll even give it to, you know what? I'll say New Jersey also. Like, I'd say any, like, New York, New Jersey, we have, like, I'd say you could get a decent bagel from New Jersey as well because we're working with the same.
Have we talked about this before on a different podcast episode? Why
No.
do I feel like we've had this conversation? A similar conversation. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'll have it again, gladly.
I don't know if we have, unless
No?
I have amnesia.
I don't know. You know how the pandemic be.
I do. Maybe we have. I don't know.
know. I don't
Maybe
know.
we've just had it in our lives
Maybe.
together.
That sounds more likely. All our time spent together is like a podcast.
Yeah, truly. But yeah, but I give like the bagel and pizza credit. I think when we say like New York has the best, it's like New York and Jersey.
Well,
You know, I'll
what
give them that.
separates New York apart is actually comes down to the water that you're using
Exactly.
to make the bagel. Like the way our water is filtered here, for some reason produces
superior.
Like superior tasting.
I wonder if it all comes from Lake Superior.
Probably not. You
Obviously
doofus.
not.
You dang
Shiba.
doofus.
I've
But listen,
really botched myself here because now she's going to expect me to pet her the whole
Right.
time, which I'm happy to do, but I'm not going to be able to talk much.
Don't
if
give
I
her
do that.
attention.
Okay, I'll try.
do you think that California will try to claim
if they
the
do,
bagel? I don't think.
I swear to God, that would be war.
It would
That
be
would
like
be
it'd
the
be like
civil
Tupac.
war of
It'd be
the
more like
coast.
Tupac versus Biggie.
Yeah, that would be the biggest rival I think we'd ever have as the two coasts.
Yeah, both cities end up a shell of their former selves.
Yep. Yeah.
But have good bagels.
Yeah, I think what it has to be is like, this is clearly just to get us riled up. And you know what, New York? Don't get riled up. We know we have the better bagels.
New
We
York-
don't need to
dude.
like even put our name in this fight. It's like, okay, California,
No.
you think you have bagels? I mean, I'm happy for the people in California. They could now enjoy better bread. But we're still going to have the best bagels.
I like the competitive nature between states. I like that we know that ours is better, and we will not let them even think that they do. But
Right.
New York Times, really? I mean, I guess it's something to investigate. I was talking to our resident lifestyle reporter, journalist. She was in a previous episode. Her name is Annetta.
We should.
I was talking to her,
Plug
and
the episode she's in.
she like is conducting experiments for her editor, is like having her do like a taste test.
The bagel?
And I saw her do a taste test. And you know what? We're gonna call Annetta up right now.
Call her. Oh my
We're gonna-
God.
on the live on the show.
Wait, yeah. Let's do it.
I'm gonna call her.
Sheba, do you oppose? This is fun. What time zone is she in? Isn't she
She's
in
in
California?
California time.
Oh my God, this is even better.
The inferior time.
Yes.
Living in the past.
The inferior time.
Inferior time.
And she's not from New York, but she's lived in New York, so she understands a New York bagel. It's ringing. I feel like we're on talk radio.
Hello.
Okay. Hey, Annetta, can you hear me?
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, this is pretty
Hi.
cool. Welcome back.
Yeah, thanks for coming on again.
Thanks for having me.
So before I called you, I let everybody know that we're discussing the whole California versus New York bagel fiasco.
Bagel showdown. Yeah.
So I brought up that you, like your publication is having you're conducting experiments, right, for this story. And
I am.
would you tell everyone your process, please? How are you conducting these
Yeah,
experiments?
talk us through this.
Okay, so here's what I did. So we overnight shipped some extra bagels from Gold Belly. I told my coworkers, and everyone said Essa bagel. I would have picked Russ and Daughters, but that was the winner. And then they came, and that same day, I went to Courage Bagels, which is in LA, and I picked up some bagels. And then I had 3 friends help me taste test. 2 of them were fellow Californians who lived in New York, like me, and one was an East Coaster who lived in New York and now lives in California. So there was multiple representation. Everyone was there and had their own implicit biases, probably.
This is like a real science experiment. I love it.
Oh, I put real thought into this. I wanted it to be as
No,
balanced
thank you for
and fair
taking it
as
so
possible.
seriously.
Well,
I try.
and I have some issues with it because I messaged you privately, right? And
Yes.
I didn't like. I asked you which was better. Like what was the conclusion?
Yeah.
You seem to think. I'm getting the sense that you think that the California bagel is better.
Before you even get a chance to say anything, Annetta, and I'm sorry to jump on your toes, but I do want to say from this moment you mentioned this that you had to overnight ship the New York bagels.
Yeah, it was already flawed for me.
Because you got to have that shit fresh.
It's already a flawed experiment.
Yeah.
Totally.
So I don't know if that's an equal playing
I-
field.
I totally get that.
Mm-hmm.
And like
But
okay, sorry, guess.
they're different. And I will say one of the New York bagels still beats the fresh California bagel, but it wasn't like there were 2 California bagels that won and there was 1 New York bagel that won.
I see, but I think in reality, the New York bagel should probably win all competition.
I think if you were hosting this in New York and you guys had to ship the California bagels, they would not even stand a chance.
You know what you need to do?
New York bagel?
Annetta, here's what I propose. I propose you gather your resources to have a testing crew in New York test the
I'm
New York
happy
bagel.
to volunteer. In fact, I already have my results.
Yeah.
New York wins by a landslide.
Right.
Let me say this. I think they're really different. And
can you explain how they're different?
Yeah. So the California bagel, it's like, or at least the LA bagel that I had, it's like they're all made with like a kind of sourdough bread. Like they're a little more sour, they're smaller, and they're really crunchy. Like it's like a totally different
crunchy bagel
to the New York bagel, which is like a lot bigger, like a lot more pillowy, and like the whole point is that it's a little bit chewy. So it's like they're really different. Also, like I don't know if like Essa Bagel was part of the reason why
I think it
didn't win because like I don't have anything to compare it to. Like I've never had a fresh Essa Bagel.
Really?
Like, I know Russ and Daughters by the back of my hand. I know Thompson Square Bagel.
Yeah. So where did you live when you were in New York? Like that Russ and Daughters was your favorite bagel?
I was in the Lower East Side.
Yeah, but there wasn't like another local just like bagel store near you?
Well, everyone knows Russ and Daughters.
I know, but I feel like that's not the best
a minute
bagel.
from Russ and Daughters. So I was like, I love it.
No. I do like their bagel, but they're so not like, I don't know. I wouldn't even consider them the best.
Russ and Daughters is pretty up there.
It's definitely up there, but I feel like those bagels are pretty like, they're not as fluffy.
When was the last time you ate from there? Because they hand roll the bagel, like, they do it hand roll.
Yeah. Honestly, it's been a few years.
Yeah. Little known.
You want to go back.
I know.
Little known fact. Annette, I was telling you this earlier on Instagram about my dad. He used to make bagels. He used to have a bagel factory.
Yes, I recall.
And so he used to do it hand rolled, but also like kettle boiled.
Yeah.
So, but using the New York water. So Ross and Daughters, all these like famous bagel places were selling my dad's bagels. But nobody knew that because he didn't do any PR stuff about it.
That's
so
incredible.
It starts here.
It starts now.
It starts now. Everyone, I want you to know that some of your most favorite bagels in your life were actually a product
Where
of David
is your
Teyf.
favorite bagel in the city? If you had to pick.
Right now?
Yeah.
I do like tall bagels.
I like tall bagels too. I think.
Annette, have you ever had tall
Where's
bagels?
tall bagels? No, I don't think so.
I
It's
think that's
on
really good.
the east side, Midtown. I think they also have one uptown. I'm not positive, but
Oh, okay.
I think it's run by like Israelis or something. I don't know. I'm making a complete like.
But Essa Bagel is also really good. I'd say Essa Bagel is up there.
I've never had an Essa Bagel,
Really?
so I don't really know.
Oh,
I need to go have one fresh next time I'm in
You
New York.
do.
Now that I've had the overnight version.
Yeah,
that's
you're gonna have to
whack.
flip the experiment because otherwise it just your
Otherwise, it's
method's
just not
flawed.
fair.
yeah, that's not unbiased
I will be
scientific
mentioning all
experiment.
I will be mentioning all these caveats in the story.
You
I'm
better.
not
I also want to see.
California.
Yeah, once this is published, please let me know. I'd love to read your dissertation on it.
Well, thank you, Annetta, as
Bagels are
always.
curious. Of course, anytime. Always
Yeah,
happy to
this was
call
great.
in and talk about food.
Oh, and if you do come to New York and you do this experiment, please have me on hand.
Oh, 100%. I'll have both of you.
Oh, fantastic. Well,
I'll be
Annetta,
here.
Stay safe, and may the force be with you always.
Thank you, guys. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, it's good. We had to keep that in check, because I noticed
the
flaws
second
in the
she
scientific.
said we had them overnight, I was like, so it's not a fresh bagel? It's rigged.
Yeah, I messaged her immediately. I'm like, what's your
process
criteria
here? Yeah. Have you ever been to Frankel's in Brooklyn?
Frankel's?
Yeah.
No, but I like when we do. I'm not going off track, but I just want to say I love when we talk about food on the show.
Me fucking too.
It's like one of the things I love.
Well, I just love talking about food in general. And I know you do too. I think we're both.
Comida es vida.
It's true. But Frankel's we should go to in Brooklyn. It's
Frankel's.
It's a really, it's run by like these two Jewish brothers.
Is it posh?
It's a bit posh. It's a bit
in Brooklyn.
pricey. It's a bit
Posh.
pricey, but it's really good, like lox and the whole Jewish shebang. But it's cool. I like it because you go in there and it's like the decor is like old style Jewish deli. Like there's a lot of cool like Manischewitz paraphernalia on the wall. Like it's got a fun.
This is like the
vibe
place
to
we're
it.
opening up really soon in Connecticut.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, it's big enough space that we can start making our own bagels again.
Oh shit.
Which at one time were probably the best bagels in New York.
I'm not gonna say anything because I've not had them, but I could believe that your dad makes a mean bagel.
There was a time where I'm telling you, my dad.
No, I believe it.
They were selling all of his bagels.
Wow. Yeah, he's got to get back into that market.
And
Bagels never go out of style.
That bagel really was. I mean, I know how it sounds. Like I know
it sounds
like I have a big bias, and I probably do.
No, but I also trust your dad is also an insane chef.
I know,
and he's always worked in Jewish delis, so I like.
Yeah, we're opening up it's more like our cafe in Battery Park is it's OU kosher.
Right.
So like you have to pick. You're either doing dairy and fish or you're doing meat and fish.
Right.
So this one's going to be meat. So we're doing pastrami and all that stuff. So it's going to be
love that.
It's going to be top notch. It's called Greenwich and Delancey.
Ooh.
How you like that?
I do like that. When is it? It's like fully in the works?
I just got the place, so now the clock's ticking.
Hey, is it going to be a whole family affair?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice. Wow, that's nice. So what's your go-to bagel order? What are you getting on a bagel? And also, what kind of bagel are you getting?
It's always everything bagel.
Oh, it's always everything bagel.
Unless, and this is because I'm a glutton, if there's an egg everything bagel.
Oh, dude, I love an egg everything bagel. I also want to note, I'm also always everything, unless sometimes if I'm like super hungover and the place, I don't love when an everything bagel has salt as part of like the seed mixture.
Yeah.
So if it's a salty everything bagel, I can't do
also,
that if I'm hungover.
Also the oatmeal.
The grains, I don't love the grains in it. And poof, she's gone. Yeah, I need it to just be like strictly.
And since we're on the topic, I have some things that I have some issues with a particular like ingredient, poppy seeds. What's your problem?
Oh,
here's what I can't stand about poppy seeds. Okay, number one, they always get in your teeth.
Correct.
Always.
Correct.
And you don't know because sometimes you won't catch all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do love the flavor they bring though.
No, I'm not. I have no problems with the flavor.
I love a poppy seed muffin.
I have no problem with the flavor. I love
they're
poppy.
So sneaky.
They're sneaky, and if you ask me, a little abrasive. Okay, and it's they also, if you eat them, it can show up on your drug test.
Yes.
Not that I get drug tested, but like that's a variable that people have to deal with.
Yeah.
Like if you're going through a big divorce and they start like sometimes they'll drug test the father so that like to see if he's see if he's fit. So now you can't have poppy seed bagels.
Well, not even that. My friend in college had to get like drug tested every few months.
Fine.
I don't know, but my friend in college had to get drug tested every few months, so she couldn't have poppy seeds, vodka sauce, anything. Like,
why not vodka sauce?
Because there's alcohol in it. Like she was getting tested for drugs and alcohol. But like so many just like everyday things that you could be eating, and it doesn't mean you're doing drugs.
Yeah, vodka sauce. But isn't it burnt out?
It could still come up if it's like, I mean,
how much vodka are you putting in?
If you went to like a true Italian restaurant where they're just like guzzling in the vodka, but if you're buying like a can of vodka sauce from the grocery store, it's not going to come up. That was just like an example. But poppy seeds was the main thing that she like had to avoid. But also my thing with poppy seeds, I understand your qualm, but I say for me, like I've got the type of mouth where anything I eat, food's getting stuck in my teeth. Like I'm not getting through a meal without shit between my teeth. I don't know what it is, if it's like how my teeth line up, but there is constantly food. It doesn't even have to be like...
It's ridiculous. It's not an easy life,
It's
guys.
not. And it's not. And honestly, I want to give this time to shout out all my true friends who always fucking tell me when I have food in my teeth, because you are truly helping me through my day. And people who like... If someone says it and someone else is there and they're like, oh yeah, and I'm like, well, what were you doing this whole time, huh?
Yeah.
Here I am looking like a damn fool. I'm not going to be embarrassed if you tell me. I'm embarrassed if you don't tell me.
It's true. I have a weird thing about that where like,
tell me immediately. Because also I know it's there. And for some reason I can't feel it. This is just how my teeth are set.
I know.
But I'm always going to have food.
But sometimes when someone points it out, I'm like, God damn it.
Well, it also depends on who it is and how they do it.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh my God, this happened this weekend. I was with a bunch of people and I was like mid talking and the guy didn't like stop me and be like, oh Amanda, you have food in your teeth. As I like looked over at him, he was like, and I was like, oh my God. And I was like, that was so seamless and easy. And no one said anything. I knew what it was. It didn't have to be like, wait, Amanda, stop your story. You have food in your teeth. And then I have to like, make a joke about that. So it seems like I don't care.
Yeah, but sometimes
I was able to just breeze right past it.
Sometimes there's nobody around to tell you.
Well, right, and this is why we need people like
or
this.
Or you're around certain people, but they don't say, and you come home later and you see it in the mirror, and you're like, God damn.
That then changes my feelings about that person. I'm like, I don't know if I trust you.
Yeah, it's like, why are you trying to sabotage me?
Also, like, what are you afraid of?
Yeah, like it's like you feel threatened almost.
Yeah,
like. Why are you trying to sabotage my life?
I didn't want to like bring it up. I didn't want to say anything. It's like, why? Why didn't you want to say anything? I look like a fool and you let me.
Interesting. I never thought about it as an ulterior motive type of...
I don't think it's an ulterior motive, but I think a lot of times it comes from people like not wanting to like embarrass a person.
Yeah.
But it's like you're actively letting them be embarrassed by not telling them.
I get it.
So you're like...
But I guess some people don't want to know...
People just don't want to like
totally know that, I've been sitting here like a fool.
Well, because it doesn't only apply to food in your mouth. Like if you got bats in the cage, if you got like any sort of...
What was that?
Bats in the cage when you got a
bats
booger
in the cage?
view.
Oh, I've never heard that. But
really?
I like it.
That's like a way of saying like XYZ, like you got bats in the cave.
Bats in the cave. Bats in the cave.
What you gonna do with bats in the cave?
What you gonna do with the bats in the cave?
Yeah, bats in the cave. Yeah. We need like more expression. We need an expression for there's food in your teeth. Like, hey, check your windshield wipers. There's some bug on the glass.
So
yeah,
bugs on the deck. You got some bugs on the deck. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess. Does that work?
No.
I mean, it could. If you knew what it meant.
Could. Yeah. Oh, we got to workshop this. I want there to be an expression to be like, hey.
Yeah, guys. If you have any ideas, please let us know, and we'll do something for the person who comes up with the best one.
We'll send them a bagel.
I'll send you
a poppy seed bagel.
Poppy seed bagel, maybe 2 bagels. I have the resources.
You do. It does your dad. He does everything. I'm guessing a poppy and everything a sesame. I will say also back to the.
Wait, hold on a second. We got way off track. I never even got to tell you my bagel order.
You didn't. Let's go back to that.
It's because you know what happened.
I
said egg everything, and we lost.
Yeah.
Because egg bagel is the tits.
It is.
Yeah.
Egg everything is. That's the superior. It goes egg everything, and
then everything
sesame,
else can die.
Never get a plain. People who get plain bagels.
Though. Oh, wait. Listen.
Weird.
Sometimes a freshly baked plain bagel is pretty good.
Okay.
I could eat that by itself.
Yes. I can too, but I'm never like going to spend money on that. You know what I mean? If I'm going to like buy a bagel, I'm going to, spend my money wisely. But also I will say, I think a plain bagel is acceptable if you're getting like a lot of different flavors on your bagel. Like if you're getting like a mean sandwich on it and you don't want like flavors to clash and you just need like a solid bread, I'll allow it. But if you're getting a plain bagel with cream cheese, who hurt you? Like, develop a palate.
Yeah, that's only acceptable for like 5-year-olds.
Yeah, yes,
to
exactly.
5 through 10.
Literally
I give you that.
for children.
By the time you're 11, get it together.
Yeah.
you're almost a man.
Exactly. Clock's ticking.
Clock's ticking, boy.
Okay, so back to your order.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, God.
So when I get in there, and can I tell you my true order?
Yes.
Because it's very typical.
Jew?
Not Jew. It was more me, and you'll see why in a second.
Okay.
So the first bagel I get is I get an everything bagel. If there's an egg everything bagel, you know how it goes. I get cream cheese.
Toasting or not toasting?
I specifically ask for lightly toasted because if it's toasted, the fucking cream cheese will ooze all over.
Yes.
And if it's not toasted, then you just don't have a toasted bagel, and that's fucking bullshit.
Unless it's fresh out the oven, you gotta get it toasted.
You gotta ask when were these made.
Yes.
You gotta find out.
You gotta do the work.
You gotta do the work.
For a good bagel, you gotta do the work.
You gotta ask, are these yesterday's bagels?
Or never yesterday's bagels.
Or
Come on.
Where did you buy these from?
Interesting.
You just gotta ask questions. I'm not saying that I do, but
you could also get a sense. You could see. This. You could also if you're in a bagel store, you literally see when they're taking them out. You could see if it's the end of a crate and there's only one everything left. It's okay, you gotta toast that one because I know it's been sitting there for a while.
Yeah.
There's ways to you use your senses.
Yeah, don't be smart.
Be smart.
Be smart. And that's be smart.
Okay, so you're getting it lightly toasted.
Sorry. Oh my god. So much to say on the subject. Okay, so a lightly toasted everything bagel with cream cheese, lox, tomato, and onion. Okay. The second bagel
I love that you're getting 2 bagels always.
I get 2 bagels, and the next one is if they have good egg salad, I'm getting egg salad and tomato. So what I do is I eat the egg one first. No, I eat the whole egg one first.
Oh my god!
As an appetizer,
right?
And then I eat the other one as the main.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they have a cannoli, some places they seem to have pastries and tasty treats, and I love tasty treats.
Love a Danish. Love a cannoli.
This is something I would do if I was had the munchies. There was a bagel place by me that was open 24 hours. Ooh, so in the middle of the night,
a bagel place.
Yeah,
that's the dream. A bagel place open 24 hours.
It was only a block away, and if it was 2-3 in the morning, I'd get those 2 bagels and a cannoli because they had cannolis.
That's a good meal right there.
And that's how you do it.
That is how you do it. So I don't have I feel like I have 3 orders that are in the rotation, and it's depending on what I'm in the mood for, that's what I'm going to do. So the decision making first starts with, am I going cream cheese or the egg route? Because a lot of the times if I'm hungover, I'm doing the bacon egg, and cheese.
Oh, I didn't bring that up.
No, I know, and that's okay because I want to call this out.
I'm excluding rotation.
Right. Bacon, egg, and cheese is obviously in everyone's rotation. And that's not an order I need to dissect because that's what the order is. You got a bacon, egg, and cheese. I personally add a hash brown if that's an option. I also add avocado, hot sauce, salt, pepper, whatever.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yada, yada, yada. But for my true cream cheese oriented bagel order or just non-bacon, egg, and cheese order, my typical go-to is on an everything bagel, toasted if it's not fresh, yada, yada, yada. I do lox, cream cheese, tomato, onion, capers if they have the lox special and it comes with all that.
Not my thing.
I like a caper occasionally. If I'm not in the mood to do full lox, this has recently bubbled up to the top of my rotation. I do white fish salad. Again, if it looks good, because some delis, it's if it's looking funky. But if there's a good white fish salad, I'm getting white fish salad and tomato and onion.
You know what my thing is with whitefish is I like to get my own whitefish, and if I have a lot of whitefish at home, I'll order just the bagels by themselves and make the sandwich at home. To do it. Because I can't always trust someone's whitefish.
You can't. I only get it when I go to my bagel store in Rockaway, and I know I like the whitefish there, or
it's a gamble.
It is a gamble. Tuna salad, egg salad, whitefish salad. These are all gambles. Again, you have to use your senses. You have to do your research.
Yeah, these are part of the rules.
Yeah. So I like a whitefish with tomato onion. And then if I am still in the mood for lox, because also, here's the thing, we're New Yorkers on a budget. To get a bagel with lox, tomato, onion, that's a $14 sandwich at some places. It's a lot because you're getting lox.
Wait a minute. What's that bagel place by Thompson Square?
Tompkins. What is it?
Thompson? No,
Tompkins
Square
bagels.
Bagels.
Tompkins Square
Square
Bagels.
Park, next to the park.
But those are really good bagels too.
Too expensive.
Yes, so expensive. So anyway, so a lox sandwich can go up. So what I will do if I don't feel like spending that much money is I'll do lox spread with tomato. And again, I'm using my eyes. I'm seeing what their lox spread looks like because usually all the cream cheeses are on display. Oh my God. And also, sorry, this is another one in rotation. Sometimes if I'm not really feeling like, if I don't need a full meal out of it and I'm just like getting a bagel, I'll just do an everything bagel with scallion cream cheese. And that'll satisfy me. I love a scallion cream cheese.
Yeah. I don't mind. It's not my favorite thing, but it's something I would do. One other one that I guess I should throw in the mix because I have done it sometimes is if I'm feeling if I have a little sweet tooth, which I generally do. But
are you going to say cinnamon raisin?
Cinnamon raisin toasted with
butter.
Well, you could do butter, but cream cheese and jam or jelly.
Okay. Yeah. See, if you're having I agree with that. And I like a cinnamon raisin bagel, but again, you can only get cream cheese or butter or like if you're getting like an egg sandwich on a cinnamon, like you can't do savory on a cinnamon raisin bagel is dessert.
If you get if you get lox, I'm sorry. If you get savory,
no, that's sacrilege. Yeah. I enjoy a cinnamon raisin bagel if I truly just like want a little sweet. But again, a cinnamon raisin bagel, I don't think I've ever bought one from a bagel store where I'm just going in to get a sandwich. Like that I'll have if like I'm at home and my dad buys like a dozen bagels and he gets like a mix of different ones and it's the end of the batch and we've gone through all the good ones and then there's like a cinnamon bagel left. And I'm like, okay, guess I'm having this. And I'm never mad about it, but it's never like my go-to choice. It's just because that's what's there.
Right. But I will say I have no shame in this. A fresh cinnamon raisin, I'll just eat it
delicious.
By itself.
Honestly,
itself.
It's nothing. A pastry. It's delicious.
You spit on me.
I spit on you? From here?
From here, yeah.
Oh my God. I hate
Forgiven.
I'm disgusting. I'm a foul beast. And I'm sorry.
I know that.
Talking about bagels though is making me like salivate.
I'm getting hungry.
I want a bagel. Where's this 24-hour bagel place you speak of?
And we'll be right back.
I'm Murray Linder. On bagels, I'm an expert. People I'll never understand. I tell them a delicious Linder's bagel has more complex carbohydrates than a lot of cereals people call healthy. 20% more.
And we're back. Shiba's joined us again for part 2.
Yeah, we're all back together. Yeah. The band is back together. There was a lot of tension in the band, and
Shiba left us high and dry.
Shiba wanted more money, but we don't make any. So, sorry, kid. Do it for the love of the game.
Oh, and she loves the game.
So, I brought this up to you earlier. I had seen. It sounds serious, but it's not. I mean, it could, honestly, it is serious.
I think I'm ready to have this conversation. I'll say that. I'm ready to have the conversation.
I don't really know where I truly stand on it. So I'm hoping to find my way through this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to learn a little bit here about this phenomenon, I guess. What's the deal with top sheets?
I love that you worded it like a Seinfeld joke.
What's the deal?
What's the deal with top sheets? Women and their top sheets. What are they doing under there?
Well, see, I didn't know that it was you had brought up to me that it's a male.
Well, because that's how I've experienced it in my life. Because when you said it, you were like, what's with top sheets? Like, are people still doing that? I only do it because of Mandy. And I'm like, it's funny you say that because I don't think I stand any way like strongly. I personally have a top sheet now, and the times in my life where I didn't was when I was in relationships and sharing the bed with a boy, and I will also boy. I want to change that language immediately. A man, an adult man of age. I have never laid with a boy.
I think we all knew that. You didn't. I don't know if you have to clarify. The fear,
exactly. Because there was that one time.
Yeah, right.
But I think what started it for me is, I grew up, as a child, my mom made my bed and gave me the full bedding set. So I had the top sheet. In college, I had the top sheet. And then I think what it was having another man in your sheet, sleeping with someone else in your bed. It's like, it's a mess. You know, you wake up, there's blankets everywhere. It's like
you both have different styles.
Exactly.
Of sleeping.
If I'm sleeping by myself, yeah, I'm moving around. I'm like changing positions, whatever. But it's both the top sheet and the comforter is still, for the most part, on the mattress as it was at the beginning of the night. Now, I don't think you could say that. Also, like, sex aside, I mean, truly just like two people sleeping in a bed together, blankets are thrown everywhere. So I think out of ease of like making the bed and being comfortable sharing a blanket, instead of like trying to tug a top sheet and a comforter, like you just have the comforter. So I think maybe it's just like a couple's preference.
I mean, look, there's plenty of households that do it. Family homes, I've seen it. Family homes, I've seen it in other places and other families, or I've visited or stayed, and they have top sheets. It's interesting. Growing up, I didn't have top sheets.
Well, I was going to ask, when did it start for you? Like, did you have a top sheet? Hi.
You know, now that we're talking about it, I think when my parents were together, I had a top sheet. But
it's the mother's touch.
As soon as, you know, my dad was a single father,
right? I
think there was no top sheet. And the thing about top sheets for me is like, whatever, I don't mind it, and I don't have like a strong opinion either way. Like, the reason we bring this up is I saw a meme and they were like I thought this was this practice. I thought this practice was like extinct. This is an archaic practice. Which,
I mean, it all comes down to like temperature. Like if I had a thicker comforter, then I wouldn't have a top sheet. Also, like you buy a set of sheets, it comes with a top sheet. Like I'll use it. You know, they're clearly giving it to me for a reason. Yeah, they're not selling me extra cloth for.
I know
nothing.
I sound a little nasally. I feel like I got the sniffles.
Tis the season.
The season. I get allergies like a motherfucker. My face gets all red and puffy. And I
oh my god! Remember that weird rash thing you were getting a few years ago during allergies?
Yeah.
Oh my god! You looked like you had like scabs on your face.
It
was so
terrible.
bad.
No, it was bad. It was a bad
gross.
reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Ew, what?
It was gross.
It was. I just remembered that.
I know. I remember looking in the mirror. I was like, this is so embarrassing.
And it was like pre-mask time because Corona wasn't a thing. So you were just out there in the world, and that's what your face looked like.
I was like, oh, no, this can't be. This can't be. Because we were doing the comedy class.
Yes,
and there was so much time left.
Yeah. Oh my god,
man, I'm just like breaking out like with something,
literally breaking out with like a rash on your face. But anyway, so back to the top sheet. I love that that's the origin story where it truly just started at a young age.
And then but the thing is, like, for me, like my body runs hot, so like it's too much heat.
I get it, and I get it.
Sleep right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it does feel nice. Top sheet does feel nice. I don't know why it feels nice.
Well, I think it also depends on the material of the comforter, because sometimes a comforter doesn't always lay comfortably on you, and it's like not a nice touch. But if you got like a nice soft, like I use jersey cotton sheets, so it like feels like.
Some people do top sheet only, which I think is
I don't weird. Even believe that. Who does that?
You've never slept with just a top sheet before? I've been in situations where that's been the case.
I mean, maybe if it's like really fucking hot and I have to take the comforter off my bed, but I'm never just like that's a choice I'm making in the middle of the night if I'm sweating. You know, I'm not like.
And then it gets too cold with the top sheet.
Right. So I don't think I'm ever like doing
underneath it like that.
God, that is crazy to think that people only do top sheet. What about no fitted sheet? Just raw dog in the mattress and blankets over.
And then you're probably a crackhead.
Nothing.
Or a homeless man.
That is true. Nothing skeeves me out. And I have a pretty high...
Skeeve tolerance?
Yeah. I'd say I could handle a lot of gross things. A naked mattress is real skeevy for me. Like to even like sit on or see, I'm like, ooh.
It's like naked.
It's naked.
But like it shouldn't be.
And like I know there's diseases on it. There's bed bugs. There's fluids.
Bed bugs. Have you ever had bed bugs? Apparently living in New York, it's
oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Tollan just hit the mixer board with his toe and started playing our theme song.
My bad.
No, I've never had bed bugs, but because I've always had the like mattress seal. I think because of the fear of bed bugs living in New York, you always have that.
I've known people who have had it, and I've had them myself. Yeah.
Sorry, I just remember this. I have had them. When I was doing the Camino, I did this. The Camino de Santiago is a pilgrimage. Starts in the south of France and it goes across Spain. But I did part of it for a few weeks after my semester abroad with my boyfriend at the time, and we were staying in basically like different hostels on this trail every night. And in one of the hostels, we got bed bugs. And we just like had them for the next few days, but then you just like wash your shit. You're not like that was probably the best case scenario to ever get them because you're
Was
like,
it in your home?
Exactly. It wasn't in our home. We had like minimal shit anyway. We would just like washed our sleeping bags and we're like, all right, on to the next.
And you can get them so easily. So easily. And like apparently in New York, it's pretty inevitable that you'll get them.
That's why, please, if you live in New York or anywhere, get the mattress seal cover.
Yeah, they sell them at Dwayne Reed because they know.
Yeah, they're so easy to get. This is what your bed should look like. Or not. Again, I never want to tell someone how to live their life.
It sounds like that's what you're doing.
All right, so I guess I want to tell people how to live their life.
This is our show. You can do whatever you want.
That's true. All right, listen up, everyone. Okay. This is what the order, we just dissected a bagel sandwich. Now we're going to go through the mattress sandwich. So you have your naked mattress. Yuck. We're wrapping that bad boy, in a bed bug seal. On top of that, you want your mattress pad. Then on top of that.
Yeah, for wine spills.
Yeah.
Or other beverages.
Or period stains, whatever.
Right.
Then.
Or urine.
If this is optional, if you want a mattress topper. Like a nice little, if your mattress isn't comfy to your standards. Then you do your fitted sheet.
Well, let's back up for a second. You got to get a mattress. You need to invest in a mattress.
Well,
okay?
Yes, for sure.
If you need to add little extras to it to make it more comfy, you fucked up, in my opinion.
And that's the tea.
That's the tea, yo. And you know what? It's true. Think about how much time you spend on it. It's like, why would you short yourself? Something that you spend most of your life on.
That is true, especially now.
Yeah.
I'm in my bed 80% of the day.
I feel really passionate about it.
I'm glad, and I want to let you know that I don't have anything. My mattress is comfy enough where I don't need it.
Well, I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm really proud of the woman you've grown to be.
Thank you. Oh, Shiba, did you hear that? Yeah. So then you do fitted sheet. Then top sheet optional. Honestly, I don't feel strongly either way. Top sheet optional. It's definitely your preference. Then your comforter. And then I don't know about you, I have a throw blanket then on top of my comforter. Like folded, but then in case I need to and I don't want to put the heat on, I could get that guy over my comforter.
Oh my God. You know what I feel really strongly about?
What?
And not in a good way?
Throw pillows on the bed?
Decorative furniture in general.
Ooh, okay. Say more.
Like I don't want to come to your house and there's like a chair I can't sit on. It's like it's there, but I can't sit on it.
Yes, I'll give you that. But throw pillows, I think, are
decorative pillows. Like some people go too overboard with that. Like, what do you do with them?
I will also agree. If people have I
always use them.
If you have 5 to 10 pillows on your bed that are not for sleeping, get rid of them. You need 2 or 3. I'll allow
just one.
Anywhere from 1 to 3. Anywhere from 1 to 3. Because also I think just like a bed with your 2 sleeping pillows does look also a little weird.
I know, Mandy. Mandy's in the room behind us. I know she's probably hearing this and she's like,
she's online now ordering more pillows. She's like, this fucker.
Because I talk all that shit, but I like all the stuff. She's good at decorating.
Well, then there you go. So talk me through your pillow situation. So are you taking the decorative pillows off the bed every night to sleep, or they're just kind of like pushed aside?
No, we only have like one.
Pillow, all right. Well, the way you brought it up, you made it seem like you're dealing with.
No, well, I just meant that's just how I feel in general about the whole thing.
Okay, yeah.
It's an issue I really take a stand on.
Yeah. I think furniture that's purely for ogling is a bit. It's unnecessary.
Yeah, like my dad has a couch. But no one's allowed to sit on it.
A couch?
Yeah.
That's a
but
full
that's
couch?
more of a cleanly. That's more of like a super OCD type of thing.
You should just leave the plastic on it, like those people.
I know.
In the 70s.
We always joke about it.
That's so funny that you just can't sit on it because, oh God.
Yeah, but that's just is mishugas. You know what that means?
No.
It's like Yiddish for you, like your craziness.
Yeah. What is it?
Mishugas.
Mishugas?
Yeah.
I like that. I don't know that one.
No.
You learn something new every day.
The Academy, baby.
I love learning new Yiddish phrases.
It is. I wish it's such a silly way
I love that it's a language. I hate that I wish
It's
people
like
spoke it.
basically
It'd be so
extinct.
fun. Yeah.
Basically, like Holocaust survivors know it, and that's about it at this point.
Yeah.
And you have Hasids speak Yiddish, so they do that on purpose, and no one can like. It's like the Amish when they speak German.
Well, my grandma used to speak to my grandpa in Yiddish in front of us so that we didn't know what they were saying.
Yeah,
then
it
once
just
my
sounds
grandma
like-
once my grandpa died, she didn't have anyone to speak it to anymore because no one else knew it. So she would just say phrases to us, but she wouldn't like be speaking it. Like they would have conversations and we'd be like, what the fuck are you two talking
It just
about?
sounds like boingy boingy dongy.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
It's just like, it's funny Hebrew.
It's like
and
hearing a
Hebrew's
Southerner.
already funny.
It's like hearing someone from the South talking, but like in Hebrew, like if they were a different language. It's just like it feels like some kind of like slang almost, like
Well,
a different
it is.
dialect.
It
It's like
is.
it's a different language altogether. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not.
But it's I don't know. I'd consider it like Hebrew slang. I don't know if it's separate from
No, it's
Hebrew.
not. It's like a different language. It's like a cross between German and Hebrew. I'm pretty sure, and like you have that in other countries, just different
Right,
variations.
where you just
like
blend.
In Georgia, it's kind of a cross between like Russian and French.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
How's that sound to you?
Bad. Not good.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
Also, I'm just going to go on the record. The French language is hideous. People romanticize it and they're like, oh, he speaks like French sounds gross.
Yeah, I feel the older
It has the same characteristics of Hebrew. Like it's gross. It's the ch, it's the it's not a pretty sounding language, and y'all have been led astray.
Yeah, I think
It's just a pretty country.
Yeah.
The language gotta go.
I think we all reach an age where we realize that France is full of shit.
Absolutely.
You're full of shit, France. If you have a problem with that, you can reach me at T_.
You know what? Forward all your hate mail to Shiba at theshiba.com.
Yeah. Send it to her. If you have any issues, Shiba-onus will take care of it.
All right, want to get some bagels?
We were supposed to do that at the last break. Well, let's go get them for realsies this time. Well, guys, we're hungry, so thank you for tuning in to episode 24. Do all the stuff.
Do all the things.
And see you soon.
Yeah, and let us know if you use a top sheet or not. Curious if it's a gender thing, because that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, we'll put out a little Instagram thing.
Yeah, and I'll let you know who's responded.
We're going to do the work.
We're going to do the work.
Okay. Adios.
Peace.
You're silly.